Hi there, my name is Daniel, and today I'm going to go through how to install WordPress with Divi Friends from your cPanel. Now you can also install WordPress directly from your billing portal, but today we're going to talk about how to do that in cPanel. So you can see here on the screen I'm logged into one of our accounts, and this is the default page you land at when you log into cPanel. And if I scroll down, you'll see I've got a section here for WordPress installations. And you can see on this account, we already have 2 WordPress installs in place. Now I'm going to click View More. And you can see here's some information about each of those 2 sites. But I can also click this plus button for WordPress. And that's going to take me to this screen, which I've already pre-filled some information here. So you don't have to watch me type in stuff. But basically, it takes you to this screen. You're going to type in the domain where you want this to be installed. Obviously, you will need to have your DNS for that domain pointing to the name servers or the A records at Divi Friends. And if you don't know what that means or have questions, then our support team can definitely help you with that. But that's assuming you already have the domain and you're pointing it to this account. But you put your domain name in there, and you could choose from whatever is already assigned to this account. And if it's not already assigned, you can go under cPanel, under add-on domains, and add that new domain. Okay, under directory, I am not putting it into a subdirectory. It would just be at the root directory of top80stoys.com. And then I'm going to scroll down here, and you'll see I can select the version of WordPress. Normally, you're going to want to go with the latest version. You can choose the language. In this case, I'm going to go with English. And then you've got 2 options for the install. You can either have a clean WordPress install, which is just WordPress, and then you would customize it from there. Or we've got a Divi Friends pack for you, which is going to give you some goodies along with your WordPress install. That includes a child theme for Divi. It does not include Divi itself because that is a commercial plugin, so you will have to still purchase a license for Divi. And if you do that and you give us your license, we'd be happy to install Divi for you and put your license code in there, but it does not come as part of this. So you'd still have to install Divi, but the child theme is already in place. You can select that and you're rocking and rolling. It's also going to come with a few other plugins and settings for added security, added speed. There's a caching plugin that's installed automatically for you, and some other goodies that will make your site great, and it's specifically designed to work well with Divi. All right, down here, of course, you can accept the license to WordPress. You can choose if you want to automatically update WordPress. You can choose if you want to or not. You can choose just to update to minor versions or to security releases. In this case, I'm going to say I wanted to update to any new version. User discretion there. Some plugins do break on updates. And sometimes with WordPress updates, things can break too. So generally with Divi, that's pretty rare. So I'm confident using this option, but use this at your own risk. There are backups that are done prior to the update, so you can always restore back if you have a problem. All right, so I'm going to scroll down here, and then we're going to put the other settings in. So you're going to have your username, you're going to put in the password for the administrator user, you can put in your email address, you can put in the title for your website, purchase the best 80s toys here. All right, you can choose if you want 2-factor authentication. You can also have some other security options here for limiting login attempts. You can install WordPress multi-site if you need that. And that is pretty much it. There are some more advanced settings down here which you can toggle on if you want to specifically identify the database you want to use and all that. But for the most part, most people I think can just leave that as on the automatic setting. Automatically, it's going to do a backup of your website, your WordPress website, once a week, and then also once a month. There are other backups that are daily. These are just additional offsite backups that you get here. And from your control panel, you have the ability to restore from either of those options. But this one in particular is good for doing updates or doing a backup prior to any WordPress update. So that way, if you have a problem, it will detect if there's a problem, and if there is, it will automatically put it back to the update that it did or the backup it did just prior to the update. All right, so that's all the settings. I'm going to come in here and click Install. Alrighty, there we go. So now we've got this installation progress bar here. So it's creating a database for you, it's installing WordPress for you, it's installing all these great plugins that are specific to Divi. All of that is done for you there. So there we go. We are done. So now I can go to the admin area and log in. One thing, there you go. So we're now logged in. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what to expect in here. So you can see WordFence is already installed. And again, that's a great free plugin, good for security. The settings have already been set up for you for optimum settings. You will need to click here to configure or to set up the web application firewall, which is pretty simple. So I'm just going to click here. It's going to ask me to download this just in case something goes wrong. Rarely does that ever go wrong. And if it does, you can always reach out to our support folks and we can help you with that. And I'm just going to click continue, and that's all it takes for that. Great, nice work. Firewall is now installed. And then you can explore around. You can see Yoast SEO is also installed. If you prefer a different SEO plugin, go for it. You can always go to your plugins and disable Yoast SEO and install whichever one that you prefer. You're going to see you also are going to have some other security things in place, like limit login attempts, and that is depending on if you choose that option when you install it, the WordPress, but also WP Supercache, Yoast, and also Jetpack. And so Jetpack is a great plugin that allows you to have access to things like automatic image optimization, CDN service for faster loading across the world for your website. It does require that you set up a free Jetpack account, so it's real simple. You just click there, create an account. Some of the features that they offer, such as like offsite backups and things like that, are a paid feature, but you're already getting that anyway with Divi Friends hosting, so that's not really necessary, but there are some things here included in the free package of Jetpack that are well worth it, and I recommend that. But again, it's optional. You can uninstall that if you're not a fan of Jetpack. All right, so that is the basics of how you can install WordPress plus settings for Divi out of the box, and the only thing left after setting all this up is just to install Divi and you're ready to start building. Thanks so much and take care.